Howdy ho, guys. Welcome aboard. Well, I think we're live and free on YouTube, but it's taking a long time to get to that point. I will confirm that in just a tick. But those, of course, who are in the show will know that you are indeed having a broadcast come to you live and free. This is Geoff, and I'm on board with without Ash today because he's having a little day off. But of course, we will be joined by Shukri when I'm not sure he's coming into the preview show, but he's certainly in the US show a little bit later on. I see I've got someone else in the room there. Who have I got? Let me see who that might be. It's a nameless person. Okay. I'll share my screen anyway so that you guys can see what's going on. When the control panel comes up, that is. My goodness, sometimes this gives me the willies. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go, and share, and screen 1, and share. Rightio, I've got a little bit of a bullish tendency or bias for the Kiwi at the moment. But I just tried a short trade and it hasn't worked out, but I've still got it going on the hourly chart, and it's Euro Kiwi. I'm pretty keen to get short this, but it doesn't look that great at the moment. It was a very, very high risk scenario that we saw on the 30-minute chart, which included a whole lot of pivot issues. And very, very difficult to actually take that position. But we just tried a very tiny risk trade on that in case it went, and it didn't. And I'm now looking for an opportunity to get back into there somewhere. The hourly chart is not as good as I'd hoped that it might be. But I'll see how this candle closes in 27 minutes time and make a call on that. We've still got the pivot issue, but we will have another look at that as time goes on. As I say, we've got Shukri coming up a little bit later. Let me see who that is in the room. No, they've actually gone. John's in, I see. G'day, John. How you doing, buddy? And I think we are actually streaming live to YouTube. Let me see. Fad, I see you're in the YouTube room. Could you just confirm that you are able to see my chart at the moment? That would be good. Yeah, okay, it's all happening. I just had to refresh my page, so we're all good. Hi, Fad. Hi, LT. Hi, Alan. And yes, everything's good. Fantastic. Righto. Coming up in this evening's show on the US session, as I just said, we will have Shukri on board. And I don't know about you guys, but it's taken me quite some time. You cannot post chat on Zoom. Those who are subscribed to the US session should be able to get into Zoom if you wanted to. And yes, you can ask questions in there, Alan. So you should be okay. But you can always ask questions here on YouTube as well, so that's no problem. As I said, I don't know about you guys, but with cryptocurrencies, it's one of those things where, to my mind, you just can't ignore it, right? It's a thing, and it's a potential thing. It's a potential big thing. And I'm not saying cryptocurrencies and certainly not Bitcoin or anything that's posted at the moment is going to take over the world. But the point of the exercise is, are they tradable? Can you make money from them? And that really is all that we need to know at the end of the day. And I have fervently steered clear of them because I don't understand them, number one. And number two, I've got plenty of other things to keep me busy during the day in terms of currency pairs. So, you know, I've really just been ignorant, I suppose, where they're concerned. But Shukri has certainly shaken that up in me. And I now see not only are they a tradable commodity, if commodity is the right word, they're a tradable piece of the ether, let me put it that way. But they're also investable. and that's what tweaked my interest when Shukri started to talk about the investable side of things, and not what you expect that I'm about to say. I'm not saying to hold a buy and hold scenario, but it may well be. And which one, don't know. That's why Shukri's coming into the show to tell us all those things. But it's more that they can return dividends, which was completely beyond my scope of understanding. And now that we are in the know, so to speak, with Shukri on board, who's been doing this stuff for a while, and what he doesn't know about it, certainly nobody in our organisation does, and we're so happy to have him on board. And he'll be, as usual, on a Tuesday sharing all of that knowledge in the US session. And I think we're just about ready to open a wallet, create a wallet, or go to a farm or something. All of those things will be coming up in the US session. That's going to be obviously a weekly thing that we've been doing for a few weeks now. And hopefully those of you who are in the US session have been getting something out of that. That will, of course, continue. And I believe Shukri's actually starting a crypto show outside of that. Now, I don't know the details to that. He may share that with us as well in the US show, which is upcoming in about 24 minutes from now. In the meantime, in between time, what's on your mind, guys? Let's have a little chit chat, and I'll tell you what's on my mind. As I said, I'm a little bit bullish to Kiwi at the moment, and the reason for that is if I can, and it's not set in concrete either. It's just something that's tweaked my interest, and I'm not sure. Oh, hang on, I'll be able to see that, won't I? On the YouTube feed, which, goodness me, can do without that, thanks. Let's tweak my interest, is the fact that the Kiwi's kind of on the move a little bit from the bottom and making its way along this chart. Now, those of you who don't know what this chart's all about, it's all about the relative strength, or relative performance, should I say, of each of the majors against the US dollar. Now, the US dollar versus itself is not going real well at the moment, but it's going better than the yen versus the US dollar at the moment. And this is today, right? This is kind of up to date. If I refresh it, it'll be up to date. And I won't say it's a live chart, but it is giving us a good indication. And I just saw that happen. Kiwi just went backwards. Yeah, well, we saw that, didn't we, at the end of the day? Maybe I have to subscribe to these people to stop getting these ads. But what I've noticed is that if you go back through the time frames, where if you look at the quarter, and that doesn't mean this quarter to date, it means 3 months of trading. If you have a look at that, then the Kiwi is kind of midfield versus the US dollar, which of course has been weak. And if you then drill down into, or you can go even longer if you want to, but if you drill down into the more recent timeframes, a month of trading will tell you that the Kiwi is the worst performer. So not this current month, but be pretty close to it because we're 25 days into the month, but a month of trading, right? Then you have a look at the week, which is a week just gone by, and you see it starting to sneak up a little bit, certainly overtaking the CAD, certainly overtaking the yen. And then you have a look at today, and before that last little update, the Kiwi was sneaking its way up past these others. And I figured that was interesting. And I thought, in particular against the euro, because I've got a bias short against the euro at the moment, I thought that might have been a nice little pick-off for us. Didn't happen that way. But I have got my eye on Kiwi CAD as well. So I'm not giving up on that. And certainly when the US session opens, that's exactly what I'll be looking to play. Kiwi against the CAD, and still the euro short against the Kiwi. So I don't know if you guys look at things like this, but I find this very, very interesting. And this is just a free website. You can subscribe to it, I think, if you want to get rid of those ads. But It's simply a free website that I find very, very useful. It doesn't mean, trade the pound versus the yen because that's the strongest and that's the weakest today. In fact, you need to take a good look at the chart before you made that decision. It may be, and that's why I use these various time frames. It may be that's an anomaly today. It isn't, I can assure you, but it may be that is an anomaly. And you could look perhaps to trade the reverse of that, yen long against the yen, against the pound. But the truth of the matter is today, if you're not shorting the yen, then you've probably got a little bit of a scratchy head scenario because the market is going up, or certainly the currencies are going up and down with gay abandon and not giving us anything to hang on to, frankly. Alan, you've got two positions long the Kiwi, okay, Kiwi yen and short Kiwi CAD. Is that a bit of a hedge, mate? The Kiwi CAD, or is that just simply a setup? And either way, that's fine. I got no drama with that at all. I've got some hands raised here. John has got his hand raised. Did you want to ask a question, John? Or you just got your hand up? Oh, hands down. Okay. No, back up again. Feel free to ask a question if you can. I see Shukri's in the room as well. Mate, I might unmute you, Shukri, and see if you can just give us a little bit of a promo on what's coming up in the US session, if you wouldn't mind. Hang on, I'll give you some power to do that. I was just giving you a bit of a wrap.
Nice.
So g'day, mate. How you doing?
Hey, good. I'm doing good, and we have an exciting session today. Thanks to Alan's question, and I'm going to answer it. Yes. See, because on Friday I told people of the three evil men of crypto: Ethereum,
Geoff,
Cardano. Yeah, put it in another: Ethereum, Cardano, and Polkadot. And
right.
It's good that some people have done some practical on Cardano, but tonight we're going to learn why it didn't move. Because all of these, when you talk about Ethereum, Cardano, and Polkadot, they all came from Ethereum. See, Ethereum was set up by Vitalik Buterin with some other people, and Charles Hoskinson then went to Hong Kong and set up Cardano, and then you have Gavin Wood, who is Ash, fellow countrymen, setting up Polkadot.
So they're all in the family.
Yes, they're all in the family.
Okay.
One little family.
This begat that. That's the first. Is that the first chapter of the Bible? I can't remember.
Yes, that is the first chapter. But now you have three different schools of thought.
Interesting.
And one is claiming to be better than the next. Okay, so
you're going to tell us how to put all that together?
Yes,
yes. All right,
yes.
Awesome.
It's very important because you need to know what makes something move.
So that is always a benefit.
Yes,
I agree with that. Now, listen, you're a Zoom aficionado, right?
Yes, I am.
Now, apparently, the guys are telling me that I've disabled Zoom chat, but I haven't disabled anything. How do I
can't
enable?
Chat. Yeah, I can't find.
I can't find a toggle that says.
I can't find it here also. Yeah, you've disabled Zoom chat.
Disable participants annotation.
That's.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
That means I can't write anything. So guys, I have no idea how that works. If anybody does, let me know how to.
But nice entry, Geoff. Nice entry on the EuroCAD. Cool. We're in.
When?
We're in and it's making money now. EuroCAD. Take a look at EuroCAD.
I cancel the order.
Oh, what?
So it's going again, is it?
Yeah, it's going down.
Bloody amazing, isn't it?
It's doing very well. We love it.
Show me this. Oh, and so is this Euro Kiwi that I'm no longer in as well. I'm talking too much and not trading. That's the problem. It's very, very difficult to talk and trade at the same time on 30-minute charts. You've got to restart Zoom or something. I can't do that. We lose everything.
Then we lose everything. We don't want to lose everything.
No, hell no. All right, mate. So tell me then,
Mm-hmm.
you also, I don't know if this is public knowledge yet, and tell
Mm-hmm.
me to shut up if it's not. You've got a new show coming up, is that right?
Yes, correct. Starting on the 31st August, around 7 p.m.
7 p.m. on the 31st
Yes,
of August. That's
yes,
next Monday, yeah?
yes. Because you see, what's happening now is that you see, crypto is so big. It's another world. Just imagine the Matrix. You know,
Oh
the
my God.
Matrix, where
I have to
Neo
watch
is,
that 14
yeah,
times to understand it.
where he's wired up, and he's in the one hand you're living and he's living in a different world in the Matrix, and he's really wired up, and it's like that. It's just like the real world, but it's another virtual world. You're stepping in a virtual world. For example, you see in the real world here, in Malaysia, if you want to go for a fixed deposit, you get like 2-3%. Even our bond, they came out with a bond to save the country. I'll subscribe for it, definitely for patriotic purposes, but it only pays me 2% a year. I think it's worse in Australia, right?
Mate, sorry, I'm tuned out trying to get this chat going. So please don't ask me a question for a minute.
Yeah, okay. So
I'll join the conversation in a
okay,
sec.
sure. So, but the thing in crypto is you can actually stake or keep a currency called USDT, which is pegged to the US dollar, and you can get like 8% per annum. On the other hand, you can also stake or keep like a fixed deposit a currency like USDC. USDT, one is T and one is USDC, where T stands for Tether, TETHER, and the other stands for Coinbase, USDC, and then you can get 12% per annum. So it's really like the real world, but because this is such a new world, the quote unquote promised land, you get much higher returns than what you have in the real world. And I think as we go, what Geoff said was right. I don't know what's going to happen to the world. We just don't know whether Bitcoin is going to be it. It does not matter. Maybe Bitcoin is not going to be it. I don't think the Bitcoin is going to replace the US dollar. But the thing is, in this time of uncertainty, having a crypto portfolio makes a lot of sense, if only to diversify your holdings. And that's good. So it's not only about trading. You see, thank you to the team. We've been on this journey for quite some time. So tonight, really, we're going to focus on Geoff. Tonight onwards, probably for the next 3 weeks, we're going to focus on Geoff. And here's a guy who already said he's very busy, right? He's doing other things. He even canceled the EuroCAD trade, which we're in, which is doing very beautiful, because he has other things to do. But in crypto, you can do that. You can do something by staking. And tonight we're going to see a stake that I did a year ago and how it panned out, because now I have the data point, So what I'm describing to the team tonight is something real. It's made up. It's not made up. It's not theory. Because when you go into something, say I'm going to keep crypto now, you will see, and we'll go to that afterwards, you will see the projected return. It's like you go to a bank, you get 2 to 3%. Tonight, you will see that, when we go to crypto and keep it for about a year, you can see the projected return. But let's compare with what I really got. And this means keeping it, and it's good for Geoff. This means like keeping it and doing your bamboo form or whatever you want to do. Don't look at it. Because if you look at it, because you're earning something for it. It's like interest, but it's kind of like better than interest. And that's something that we have to realize. That
I got news for you, mate.
Yeah.
Just about anything's better than interest at the moment.
Yes. I know.
There's not a lot coming back in my cash account. That's for sure.
I understand. I mean, Malaysia, once upon a time, we were a country of high interest rates. Now it's very sad. I think it's very challenging for those people in the 50s and 60s who are retirees, because you just can't get those type of returns. And when you don't get those type of returns, I think we have the same challenges in the States, where people are simply going into the markets. And I don't think that's good, because sometimes you can get burned even in our stock market. Some stocks are going like crazy. But it's just that situation where where people they're kind of scared to commit to business, so they go into the market. So this speculation is really not good, but that is just the way it is. So rather than complain, we should find a way to somehow get into it. But I think most important, get into it safely, because I remember you always saying, Geoff, right? And I think I like to use you as a model. Now, if you learn from Geoff, you say that you will see that most of the
Mate,
things that he likes.
have you seen me? You haven't seen me in person yet, have you?
No, but I always
I'm not a
remember
model.
you.
I can assure you I'm not a model.
Yeah, but you know what? You always say, I need insurance, right? Because
You're right. That is my motto, yes.
And there are so many things that Geoff may like, because you say, I like this, but no, we can't trade into a daily pivot. That's a no-no, right? I mean, you see the double cross and it's still no, because if you want to get into the markets, especially for crypto, you gotta have those kind of rules, because that is the thing that will get you safe toward toward the entire ecosystem. And,
so what you're saying is this would probably suit me, yeah?
Yes, this will probably suit you, and we'll show you from a
disciplined person such as my good self.
Yes, a disciplined person such as your good self, which will not doubt to say no if you don't see everything aligned.
There you go.
And that's powerful. And that's very difficult. Okay, that's very difficult. Geoff, even I find that hard. So I'm trying to get used to you. And people say, Shukri, you're boring. Yeah, I've decided to become boring. Okay.
Boring's good in trading.
Boring's good in trading. Right. And we need to be safe. And in cryptos, you need to be safe, because although the crypto world is easier than it was before, the thing is this: at the end of the day, we as humans want more returns. And the saying that, the higher the returns you want, the more risk, is very true. Yes, I will have a free class on crypto on 26 September. You will learn how to even trade cryptos on your phone. It's a free wallet. It's easy to do. Those are the mainstream cryptos. But guys, if you really want to go on the small ones that quote unquote go to the moon, you're going to have to go through another wallet. And that is where you need extreme caution. And we're going to see an example tonight. And you got to do many, many steps. Yes, I'm boring. It's really boring, but we got to do that. Okay. We got to keep it safe for everyone.
Mate, absolutely true. And I get all of that. And yeah, look, I'll really try my hardest to get into this at some stage. I promise. Guys, I've just turned the chat on in Zoom, and you're right, it was disabled. I've now allowed meeting participants to send a message visible to all participants.
Cool.
But I don't know that it's going to be valid for this meeting. So what I'm going to have to do is, rather than just turn off Facebook very shortly, I'm going to have to close the whole show, pardon me, and come back in on a new one. So I'm going to kick you all out very shortly. And those of you who are subscribers will have to come back in, and hopefully that chat scenario has rectified itself. Otherwise, it'll be a rectum. How did I come up with that? Goodness
so
me.
Geoff, you're kicking us out of the matrix and bringing us back again, right?
Yeah, that's apparently what I'm going to do, because unless you guys can chat now, but I don't think you can. I can't see a chat box anywhere. So that's what I'm going to have to do. Righto. So Shukri's going to be on fire again, and he's going to try and send me to the moon. And that's going to be an effort, I can assure you. Oh, Eurocad, tell me Eurocad's not. Oh, my God.
It's doing great.
Painful. It's painful. It's painful.
Yeah. I think it's just the first TP. We hit the first TP, right? So take the first thing off.
Of course you did, without me.
Without you.
Oh, well, you can chat in Zoom now. All right, awesome, Alan. Thank you. I just can't see the chat. So I'm not sure that's as good, or not sure that changes anything, to be fair. Chat to me, somebody.
I can't see it also.
I can see a raised hand.
I can see Eurocad. I love that Eurocad.
Stop it. What else am I looking at? Very, very quickly. I think I am still going to have to change this, because I still can't see the chat, guys, which is just ridiculous. I have to see the chat, otherwise we can't communicate. Things I'm looking at for the rest of the day. Pound yen, I think, is gone. That was on my watch list for this morning, and the pound has been on fire. Not really gone just yet. I may look for that to come off the top and I'm bearish, right? But it looks extremely bullish at the moment. That doesn't mean it can't change. So maybe if I sneak under a trade line that I'll have through here in the next session, get back underneath it and retest it, that may be the time to go short. Still very toppy, but yeah, it's having a pretty good day so far. Anything against the yen is having a good day so far. If you're selling the yen today, you're having a beauty. The other that I'm interested in is dollar Swissy, which I can't even see. It'll be here somewhere. There it is. Dollar Swissy. Now, it looks to be a mess here, but there's a very good play that suggests that once we get a lower low, when we've got a little double bottom sitting there, this is convoluted, guys, but it's my way of saying that this could well be a liquidity grab down here. And that big bullish bar there tells me that. It tells me that somebody had always planned to buy at this point once these stop losses have been hit. So I'm of the opinion that this can go long. And I do have an order in the market at the moment trading that bar there. And I do have another option on that I will share in the very next show, which is coming up in about 3 or 4 minutes. Right. Have I got any questions in the chat box on YouTube? None that I can see. And nor can I see the chat in Zoom. Those of you who were supposed to be in this show yesterday, by the way, my sincere apologies on behalf of Zoom, which completely crashed and we couldn't get in any shows. I don't think even Orlando could do his show. Certainly we couldn't do this show, and certainly the US session was unavailable as well. Or was it? Did we do this show? Can't remember. Goodness me.
I think there was an outage yesterday, right? It came out in the papers, yeah.
Yeah, it was worldwide, so beyond our control, obviously, which is just very frustrating. Anyway, I am going to have to shut this one down, guys. Thank you for your company. Those of you who are registered and subscribers to the US session, we'll see you very, very shortly in there. And the rest of you, we will catch up with you tomorrow in the UK session, and of course in this preview show as well, where we'll look to point you in the right direction. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of Tuesday and the week, and we'll catch you soon. Back shortly, guys, those of you who are subscribers.